Paint pouring is a fun, easy and effective way to create beautiful pieces of art. Fluid art, also known as flow art or flow painting, involves pouring prepared colours onto a canvas and then letting the paint do the rest of the work for you, resulting in a unique piece of art each time. You don't need a lot of materials for fluid painting. All you really need is a large plastic sheet, flow medium, gloves, disposable cups, popsicle sticks, a canvas, acrylic paints, and if you like, a tray to catch the excess paint. Make sure you are working in a ventilated area and lay down a protective plastic sheet underneath your canvas. You may wish to elevate your canvas off the work area so it doesn't stick. Plastic cups are a great option for this. Make sure to wear gloves when handling acrylic flow paint and ensure your workstation is clean before you start painting. Mixing your colours with a specially designed flow medium is a must. The most reliable and quality medium for fluid art is Liquitex, which is an artist quality medium that can be mixed with any acrylic paints. Generally, the thicker the paint, the more medium you will need to add. Thinner student level paints can be mixed with Liquitex at a 1:1 ratio, while thicker artist paints should be mixed with 2 parts Liquitex to 1 part acrylic. While heavy body acrylics can be used, they require a lot of Liquitex to be thinned and can cost you a lot of money on medium. It is best to mix colours and mediums in their own cups. Stir your acrylic and medium together slowly with a solid mixing tool like a popsicle stick, as this will combine the two without creating bubbles. You may need to add more flow medium as you go, depending on the initial consistency. Once it has combined, let your mixture sit for at least 10 minutes before using. The basic pour is a fast way to get your colours onto canvas. You can pour them into separate spots, cross them over in streams, or pour dollops of colour. Once you have all of your paint on the canvas, pick it up and tilt the surface so the colours move together and flow organically. Make sure your paint flows all the way to the edges of your canvas. We don't want to see any remaining white spaces. The dirty pour technique is super popular as it's easy to do and creates amazing designs. All you need to do is pour the colours you want into one cup instead of using separate ones. Layer the colours by slowly pouring each one into the middle of the cup. The key here is to work slow, as quick pours can cause the colours to mix. Once you have your cup of colours, pour it over your canvas. You can pour it in a straight line, in circles, or in wiggles, but once your paint is all out, tilt away and watch the colours meld together in beautiful patterns. If your paint isn't flowing right to the edge, try pouring extra paint straight onto your canvas. You can use a popsicle stick to apply more paint. There are a few ways to do the flip cup method, but the main one is to create a classic dirty pour cup, but hold off on pouring them. Instead, place your canvas working side down over the top of the cup, then hold on firmly and flip them both, so the cup is now face down on your canvas. The pressure will keep the paint from spilling out of the cup, so you can slowly lift it and release the colours. Once again, tilt your canvas and let the paint do its thing. To do the swipe technique, start off with a classic basic or dirty pour, but hold off on tilting your canvas. Instead, use a long flat utensil, like a popsicle stick, frosting knife or palette knife, to gently spread the colours around on your canvas. Don't use too much pressure as you don't want to expose the canvas itself or muddy the colours. You can start to tilt the canvas a bit to help the mixing process along, but then return to using your utensil, particularly to cover your edges. There are plenty more fluid paint techniques you can try, including a puddle pour, a tree ring, string technique, and resin pour. Creating cells in fluid art looks amazing, and it's pretty easy to do as well. Start with a few drops of silicone oil and work from there. Larger cells will take shape on their own, but if you want lots of smaller ones, you may need to run a blowtorch lightly over your work to get them to form. Fluid art is known for its shiny, glossy finish. Luckily, if you are using a medium like Liquitex in your art, it will dry with this finish naturally. Otherwise, you can mix in special gloss mediums or use a gloss varnish or clear resin over the top once it has dried. One way to avoid muddy colours is to make sure you aren't layering heavy colours over lighter density colours. The heavy colour will drop through the light ones and mix them together, creating an unwelcome blend. When mixing your paints, air can become trapped in the fluid and won't become visible until later. To prevent bubbles, mix your acrylic and flow medium very slowly. For paint that is too thick, add a little flow medium until it gets to that lovely honey-like consistency. If your mixture is too thin, just add some more paint until it thickens up again. There's not much to be done to fix a crack, so the best treatment here is prevention. Make sure your paint is applied in an even layer across your canvas. Drying conditions that are too cold or too humid will see cracks form as the layers of paint dry at different speeds, so be sure to dry your art in a stable room temperature. A canvas that sags in the middle will cause your paints to pool and make it hard to achieve the effects you want. To prevent this, make sure you are using a high quality canvas that has been stretched properly. Check out some of our project guides on our website to get you going, and make sure to show us what you make. We can't wait to see what you create.